of your group leader, and we are going to be grading you also on time management. So you have to stick to time. 5 minutes is 5 minutes, and we are going to be very, very strict with that. And also the value of your presentation, how put together your group leader is, and also the point that you raise, the validity of your points. All right, so we'll be going right into it. And note that you have 5 minutes again, and you need to stick to time. And also, while your group leader is presenting, I would like for someone else to drop the names of your group members. I want to believe that you guys just didn't get into the group and just jump at the question. I want to believe that you introduced yourself to each other. So please drop a list of your group members' name. I want someone in the group to do that. So the first group to go is, drum roll, group 7. Group 7. So you are starting with group 7. Who is the group leader for group 7, please?
All right, good afternoon. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You're welcome. Are you ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, so your time starts now.
Good morning. My name is Temitayo Aziz Adebisi. So I am representing group 7. So the question is how you think African country can use technology to alleviate poverty, reduce youth unemployment, and also better the economy. So with what we have discussed in the group, so I want to point out to some of the points that we raised. So number 1 point is in education. Technology can be used in the educational sector by providing skills to students. For example, this one that we are doing here in Skillup Africa is also an education, part of education, and we can have different skills where other people can have things to do and have more income. Also, then it can help to reduce youth unemployment in the country. You can go into different skills in education, graphic design, web development, and so on. Then in marketing also, we can use technology we can use technology in marketing also to make more sales, and it's going to reduce unemployment also and contribute to economy of the country, because now with the advent of internet and everything, you can now advertise your products online, and more people can see more of your products. Unlike before that, you have to go on to maybe physical advertisement or one-on-one advertisement, but at the comfort of your home now, you can display your product and people can begin to buy. And if other marketing too, we have something like affiliate marketing, where you can hire some people to market your product, and they are going to get commission for it, and so many other things under marketing also. Then we discussed about technology, telecoms also, like the one that we are using now. Other telecoms, I could remember very well when this telecom just came in. Some people are selling recharge card. It's part of technology. Some people are selling, even up to now, the accessories that we use in the technology sector, telecom sector, like memory card and so many other things. And it has helped so many people to have work to do, and also contribute to the growth of the country economy. Then in logistics also, and security, like for car trackers, and so on, installation of cars. We have more people now into that aspect also that are using it as a means of living and also contribute to the the country economy. Then under health, technology is used under health also. So we can now use more advanced technology to diagnose and to do so many other things uh, in the economy. And some of those equipment that we use, there are some people that are selling it also. So they are earning from it and they are making a good living from it also. In surveying, unlike before, because I studied surveying and geoinformatics, unlike before, we used to all these natural ways of measuring, but now we are now have something like total station, smart station, drone, where you can capture GPS that you can measure in real time and get your this thing instead of all this conventional measurement that is going to take time. And we now have more people to work on and earn a living with the use of software, some people who are going to process your data and so on. So I would like to stop here so that other group can present also. Thank you.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. That was right on time and it was very educative. So I don't know if your group has already dropped the list of group members. Okay, so the next group will be group 4. Let's have group 4, please.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is
Are you ready?
Yes, my name is Eden.
Okay, so your time starts now.
Okay, I'm privileged to be the group presenter for group 4. I will be starting with the question, how can Africa country use technology to alleviate poverty, reduce youth unemployment, and better the economy? First of all, I want to start by saying that technology today, can you hear me, please? Hello, am I clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will start with digital literacy. The first point I'm raising under my own group is digital literacy. The availability of internet, social media, and acquisition of digital skills today has empowered Africa, and is one of the things we are doing today. Today, many youths are involved in producing, writing, and creating images and design. So digital literacy has actually helped. It has actually helped the youth in acquisitions and is not expensive or like before. The second one I will look is the health. During COVID-19, 2020, something happened. Everywhere we're down, you can't move because of lockdown. It was technology that drove in for many lives not to be lost. Health went into what is called online doctors, online consultations, which I was privileged to benefit from it. Most HMOs got what is called mobile app. That mobile app gave them access to consult from their home. At the comfort of their home, people were able to talk to them. I'm having social problem. They will advise you on drug to buy. And that's actually created money to the economy. And also life were also saved. And many youth were involved in that very particular online consultation and doctors under health. This was done because technology was involved. The next I will look into is banking. By early this year, a lot of things happened because of election. There was a cash limit that you cannot withdraw more than 15,000. What was involved was fintech. Fintech helped that company like PamPay, OPay, Kudat, many fintech companies rose up from nowhere. Their POS started working. Along my street here, you can have many youths that were employed with POS. They are collecting change. That actually has reduced unemployment for the youth, and it has also added money to the economy. That February cashless economy was successful because technology was involved, fintech was involved. You can, if you cannot withdraw from your POS, you can quickly go to POS on the road and collect money. The next again is education. Education today, which I'm part of people benefiting from it. During COVID-19, I did too many courses online. I didn't travel to US, but at my comfort, the comfort of my house, I was watching videos because of technology. I was writing quiz. I was writing certification exams because of technology. And that helped many of my friends. Many of them, I have someone today who read accounting, but because he was able to watch videos, he's now doing graphics. He's now a social media influencer any morning, every day. Technology through education, watching video has helped you today. Unemployment. Many people on their own today, many became a blogger, many became a web, all sorts of things. They learn it through video, and it was done by technology. The last but not the least, because of time, is identity. It is only in Nigeria that you have too many identities. NIN, you have national international passport, you have driver's license, and many people have different ages, different information on those things. It is not like that in developed country. But today, technology has helped Africa to have an identity that with NIN, if you go anywhere in Nigeria, they'll ask you your NIN. They use your NIN to check. And that NIN gave job to many people. I know somebody who do NIN registration, he collects money. This was able to give employment to the youth and also help Nigeria as a nation and Africa. I think I'm stopping with these few points I've raised because of time. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for that beautiful presentation. Even though you exceeded your time a bit, but it is still very beautiful. So next up, we are going to be having group 1 for their presentation. 1. Who is representing group 1?
Beatrice. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. So your time starts now.
Group 1. Yeah, we are all aware of the topic. That's how governments can how African countries can use technology to alleviate poverty and reduce youth unemployment. Well, technology is something that we cannot do without now, because everything has gone, there's change happening everywhere and every day. And if you don't move with the trend, you will definitely be left behind. And that will surely affect everybody in the country, because once the economy is being affected, we are all being affected as well. And the only way we can avoid this from happening, the major thing the government can do is to embark on training. One, we need to include teaching of technology in our educational system, in the educational curriculum, right from our primary school. we need to teach them how to use technology. We need to include coding, for example, in their educational curriculum from primary school. We need to provide, the government needs to provide all amenities needed for this teaching to be effective, because there's no way you can take coding without having access to computer system, be it laptop or tab or computer, a full computer system. One, so that is the basic thing that the government needs to do. Secondly, of course, if you start teaching them from primary school, they will also advance to primary, secondary and university level. Two, they're still on that one first point. If you notice these days, a child that is learned with use of computer, you hardly find them playing around. They will always be busy doing something on that system. So with that, they will even teach, they get to learn some things on their own without anybody teaching them. So with that, they will get busy. So with a lot of things attached to internet usage, they can also get one thing or the other they can do to make money from the use of internet, which will assist them in making money to support their family. As young as a 15-year-old child can get something to be doing and making money online legally, if he's well trained on it, if he has acquired skills on it. And that will in turn help in supporting the family. It will reduce the level of poverty in that family. And also, such a child will not go out to go and steal, which in turn reduce the number of miscreants we have in our society. Then another thing government can do is to also train adults. Fine, we understand that people are working, they get trained at their place of work, or they sponsor themselves to go and do training. They can also organize it at the grassroots level, based on local government or world level, to train people on how to use technology, starting from how to use ATM card. A lot of people cannot use their ATM card. That is why a lot of people get exposed to being, to fall victim of fraudulent acts. So if we train them on how to use simple technology, such as using their card, it will go a long way in reducing poverty. Because someone that's like 500,000 being swindled from his accounts due to the fact that he exposed his PIN or he allowed someone else to use the card, that person is a serious issue. But if they have the knowledge to use it, they won't get someone else to use it for them, to do it on their behalf. Then another thing is training the youth as well. Of course, if they have been trained from their school level, they won't have, they will be used to it by the time they become youths. But still at that level, probably maybe after secondary school, those that are looking for job, looking for admission, they can organize training for them. Maybe on graphic design, how to do web development, software development, all those 2-3 months courses. Governments can organize training for them so that they can be equipped with the needed skills for them to progress in life through making money on it, or even sponsoring themselves to further their education. With all this, because I don't want to go back to the points other people have mentioned, but from all I've been saying, I still see that it's only training that can cater for that need, when we are all well trained on the use of technology, because the technology is available already. So when we are all well trained on the use of that technology, that's when we can make better use of it. And, that will definitely alleviate poverty. It will reduce youth unemployment, and the economy will be well stabilized. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that presentation. It was beautiful. Although you exceeded your time by a lot, so you might be losing points for that, but it was beautiful anyways. Thank you very much. So next up, we are going to be having group 8 for their presentation. Please ensure that you stick to time. You can probably have a timer by the side or just keep to time. So group 8, please.
Good morning. My name is Oreolua, and my group members are Amelia, Kikelomo, Uluwakwelumi, and Zacchaeus.
All right.
So looking at the topic that we have, it forces us to take a deeper look at Africa, and we realize that. We realize that Africa is plagued with poverty and unemployment. And although we look more at what the individual can do, we can look closer at what we can do collectively. So the first thing and this forces us to spotlight what our government can do for us. The first thing that we concluded on was that the government needs to first track those who are in need of this aid. So the first thing is technology helps the government to really track and understand the people who are in need of aid, those who need to be empowered with technology skills. Another thing that the government can do using technology to alleviate poverty within the country and of course within Africa is to provide learning aids in school. So our school system is such that a lot of the courses that we are learning now have a technological side to them. But then we're having students who are graduating without actually learning this. This makes for students who cannot compete on a global scale. And if we're trying to track unemployment, we're not going to be able to employ all the jobs that we are going to need cannot be created at a time. But one way that Africa can actually combat unemployment using this is to create workers or students, graduates who are able to compete on a global scale, hence reducing the load that we have in the country or in the continent, as it were. Another means is to train young people, like Skillup Africa is doing, collaborate with organizations who can provide the knowledge that is needed for young people to develop tech skills that are viable in the industry. Importantly, that are viable in the industry and in the world, so that these young people can go ahead to create jobs within the continent and can also be employable for the jobs that are available. One of the things that can be done is to liaise with industry experts to create curriculum that satisfies the need of the industry. That is also very important. The next point would be to create an enabling environment. While we're talking, one of the things that we talked about is the fact that there needs to be an enabling environment for young people within the country. So what ways can the government or can the collective create an enabling environment for young people? By probably liaising with telecom giants, for example, to ensure that data is readily available, comes at a much cheaper rate than it already comes. Maybe create hubs where young people can gather, youth hubs where young people can gather and have access to the things that they need, inclusive of data and maybe a computer. Another is to, for some countries, I understand that some countries within Africa already have stable power supply. But one of the issues that we face as young people in Africa, in Nigeria, is power supply not being stable. So creating an enabling environment could entail also improving the availability of power supply so that those who want to learn can learn. Putting all of this in place could help the collective, could help Africa in empowering its youths and reducing unemployment within the continent. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That was a beautiful presentation. That was amazing. Thank you very much. So right up now, we are going to be having group 10. Group 10, please. Who's representing group 10?
Yeah, I'm the one representing group 10. My name is Ekele David Monday. I will be graduating this year and I will be representing group 10. I will be representing group 10 based on the subject matter. Based on the subject matter, how can technology alleviate poverty in Africa, reduce youth employment, and better the economy? One thing I would like us to know is that technology has come to stay. Yes, technology has come to stay. And we also need to understand the trend. We move with the trend. And technology has benefited Africa in so many ways. Let's look at, for example, social barrier. For example, now we have lived the age whereby you have to go to a particular place before you can learn. Thank God for Zoom. Using Zoom as an example. Aside from that, let's use Zoom as an example. The owner of Zoom, as we are using this Zoom now, it is also generating income for him. Aside from helping us, aside from bringing us together from different places, it helps to reduce social barrier, and also aside from social barrier, it helps reducing poverty as well. To somebody that is the owner, it generates income for him. And aside from that, then if you look at technology, it helps in achieving global goals, global sustainable development goals. For example, let's look at zero hunger. How did it help zero hunger? Look at agri-tech. A lot of agri-tech is now developing nowadays. For example, a farmer that is using cutlass before cannot cultivate a land of one plot, cannot use the cutlass to clear a land of 1 hectare. But look at tractor. That is an innovation. Look at tractor. Tractor within 30 minutes, it will do the work that 20 people cannot do, which we tend to reduce zero hunger. That is in terms of poverty. When there is increase in rate of poverty, there will be an increase in rate of hunger. But thank God for technology, the increase in technology will reduce the rate of hunger. So that it helps to achieve global goal. Aside from in Africa alone, aside from Africa in general, it helps to do that. And thank God for technology as well. Based on in terms of environmental sustainability, technology can support sustainable practice such as renewable energy solution and even efficient waste management. If you look at this technology, it has helped us to transform waste. In transforming of waste, this technology innovation has helped in transforming waste to make it sustainable, to make it reusable, recycling. Meanwhile, and those that are recycling it generates income for them, and also it helps aside from that, it helps to better the economy. Technology has also helped in data analysis. In our economy, in terms of using technology has helped in data analysis, in utilizing big data analysis, help business and government make informed decisions. It helps to track the progress of a particular country, whether in the financial sector or in the agri sector. It helps to track and it helps to quickly know where there is deficiency, where there is error, and it helps to quickly recorrect it. So technology has come to stay. It has come to stay. And also look at transport system. Let's look at transport system. For example, look at cars, vehicles. Imagine before, in the olden days, they have to use their leg to trek. But now there's nothing like trekking from here. Let's say, for example, from here to Abuja. Imagine using one's leg to trek to that place. But due to the invention of technology, in producing cars, it has helped people to reduce. It has helped to reduce in terms of trekking aspects and also generating income for the owner of the car, thereby reducing poverty and thereby reducing unemployment. Lastly, I would love to talk about forest trading. Aside from forest trading and even this tech that we are doing, it's forest trading. Students, they are no longer looking for job again. They're not looking, even before some of them graduate, they already have job. So, and also they even at the comfort of their home. I take forest trading as an example. At the comfort of their home, they can trade and make as many money as possible, and they even earning in dollars. So technology has helped to reduce unemployment, has helped to reduce poverty in agritech, has helped to better the economy through data analysis. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. And that was right on time. So up next, we are going to be having group 3. Yes, group 3, please.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good day, Skillup. Thank you for this opportunity and for an interesting topic as this. I also want to say thank you to my teammates. I would like to mention their names now. Okay. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Yanoluwa. Thank you, Maxwell and Ogu. So I would like to state that, firstly, I would like to state that poverty is a mentality, and it's not something that we can completely get rid of, except you're able to change the mindset of some people. Because some people are poor mentally, some people are poor financially. There's always going to be poor people around. Yeah. But speaking of how we can get rid of poverty in our country and, reduce unemployment, I'd like to mention that there are soft skills youth could learn online that requires having to use just their mobile phones and being connected to the internet. There are so many. There's affiliate marketing, there's AI, that's artificial intelligence, there's product designs, and there are so many that we could learn online. And all you need to do, if you do not know about these skills, is to go online and do a research about it. And there are so many that you can do. Secondly, there are online platforms. I know a lot of us have we have businesses that we are into. So because of the system of the country now, we are mostly using tech to promote our business. And some people do not know about this. Some people do not know how to go about using technology to promote their business. But there are platforms which we can use there are platforms available to promote your businesses, like Instagram and Facebook. There's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, and all of these things. It's just to know which of these platforms and which business are you into, and which of this platform can actually put your business out there in the public. And now, speaking of this, I would like to introduce knowledge. Thirdly, knowledge is power. So we have to know that we have to have knowledge about these skills, about tech, before going into it. So some people know about it, but some people have heard of it, but they do not know about it. Yeah, they do not know about it. So I would like to say that equipping youth with, especially with the knowledge and tools required in tech, allows job creativity and other forms of proactive African youth. We have smart young Nigerians. We have smart young Africans who are ready to work, who are ready to be responsible and provide for their family, but they do not have the exposure, or should I say, they do not know about these things. So I would like to say thank you to Skillup for this opportunity. I wish youth could take advantage of this online tech programs, no matter the cost, no matter the time, because it will only last for a while, but then it creates an opportunity for your future. It creates an opportunity for you to for you to be able to provide for your family for now and also for the future. Thirdly, there's the introduction of e-commerce, which I earlier mentioned, which is the online business and stuff. Then there are I'm sorry. Also, yeah, it requires so a friend I heard a friend say that tech because of the introduction of tech, employment has reduced. And for a minute, I believe that because now we have technology that have taken over our jobs, that have taken over that have replaced humans. So I feel like it has reduced employment. Tech has reduced employment, but no, it actually hasn't. If only we can just get self-empowered, if we can develop these skills for our own self and with the mindset that we can change the country. Yeah, I think that would go a long way. That would go a long way. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That was a beautiful presentation. So right now we are going to be having group 9. Group 9, you are up.
Hi, good morning.
Yes,
Hello.
good morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
my
good
name
morning.
is Shukrat Aruna, and I'm representing Group 9. The topic says, how can technology alleviate poverty, reduce youth unemployment, and better the economy? Now, before anything, the grassroots, we have to go to the grassroots, which is the government, before coming up. First, one way to actually reduce unemployment is data recording and analysis. We have to use technology to record data and analyze data. We have both. We have to start from the grassroots, which are our local government, our commissions, the ministries, before we going up to the federal government. Now, these people need check and balances. They have to start using technology to check these things and balance themselves, because if not, we won't be able to decide, okay, this is what is being allocated to each government. These and this are what we should do. But when we start with data recording and analysis, we keep government in check. Then we have to move to infrastructure. Technology has a way of bringing everybody together. We need to have an infrastructure that says that regulates the government. Aside from data recording and analysis, we need to have an infrastructure that just says, okay, the government, this is who we are. We oversee every other aspect of the government that has to do with everything, from education to finance to agriculture to technology itself to finance and every other aspect. This infrastructure keeps the government in check. It allows the government to be able to manage the individuals. These are the citizens of the country. Now we have to go to entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is wide. You agree with me that entrepreneurship is not just about buying and selling. It goes beyond paying and spending money to buy things. There are other things we can buy apart from physical goods. We have digital goods that we can buy here. These could be anything. Now, back in the days and still now, people buy cryptocurrency and NFTs. These are digital goods. There are other things you can actually buy. We have course materials online. People write, people develop things. These are things that you and I need on a daily basis. So when we tell people, okay, you can be an entrepreneur, but these are the things that you can actually do aside buying and selling of physical goods and commodities. These are the other things that you can actually do. It's go a long way. Now we have to, apart from digitalizing small scale businesses, we need to learn that the government should build a system for us, for youth. Now, the youth doesn't start from now, from people who are 20 and above. Now we have to look at the teenagers. There should be an education system in place for the teenagers right from school. For people from, let's say, from 17 or as we can go back as 15, they could be taught about technology. Back in secondary school, we were taught, I think the only thing we were taught then was computer classes, and many of us did not pay attention into computer classes because they were not as enticing and interesting as it is right now. So when we have people who are knowledgeable, there's 1,001 people who are intelligent these days, who are so good in computers and the likes. We have cybersecurity, we have data analytics, we have program management, we have product management, we have UI and UX. If these people should come together, the government should bring these people together to educate the youths that, okay, the teenagers, that when you're done with this is how you go forward in life. I'm sure many of us have studied courses in school that we did not enjoy and have no use for us right now. But when we are taught, when we teach these coming generations that these are what you should study, this is what is going to be useful in the future, and leave out courses that have no use right now for us, I think the world will be developed to have more employment and the likes. Now, we have to also look at remote work. The government should know that there's lots of works that can be done, lot of jobs that can be done sitting right there in our home. There are a lot of people who just want you to sit in your computer and watch their homes for them while they're away. These are jobs that can be done. The government needs to encourage people to go to start doing other things apart from physical jobs. And yes, we need cleaners, we need laborers, we need all these people. But if these tools that the people that are going to be doing these things can or could be digitalized, it will make work easy, and then to alleviate poverty. Because these days, many of us right now, we just with our phones and our systems, we are already creating revenues for ourselves. Another thing we have to do is access to technology. Is technology accessible to everybody? Can you buy now and pay later for these technologies? Can you refurbish your technologies? Can you resell your technology and be given another one exchange? The government needs to look at all these things. Well, we need technology in every arm of government. We need it for data analysis that I just said, recording. We need it because the government is in fact need to be checked. Once it's checked, then every member, every other arms of government, every member, every household will embrace it, because once it's been used, it will be fair. I mean, look at what happened during the election. Supposing this technology that was used during the election is good, I don't think anybody will be having the drama we're having today. So it starts from the government. We need balance and check. We need the data analysis and recording. We need the access to technology. We need people to be taught that entrepreneurship goes beyond physical goods. We need to digitalize our products. We need infrastructures, and we need a system that educates teenagers and youths. Yes, we need digital literacy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That was a beautiful presentation. Well done. So before we go right in, I would like to encourage you that you should use the Get DP link that was sent to the group chat. There's a challenge going on. So the link will also be reshared now. So please ensure that you use it and post about your admission into Skillup Africa. We are definitely going to repost. So please get that done and tell people.
Please,
and
another
thing. Okay, so I said we dropped a Get DP link on the group chat yesterday. So please, I'm encouraging us to all use it. There's a challenge currently going on. You are expected to put your picture and then post it, tag us, and use the hashtags. So we are going to reshare the link now, so you don't have to worry. We are going to reshare it right about now. Please ensure that you use it and post about it. The good thing about this is that when you document your growth, people can look back and see that, okay, she started learning 3 months ago. And we always encourage that you should document your progress. So for every project that you are doing, make sure you post about it. And we always advise that you use LinkedIn a lot, but then you can use any social media of your choice. Document things so that when employers come and see that, okay, this is the point that she was at 6 months ago or 3 months ago, and this is the point that she is in, and you have already documented everything that you have done. Maybe after this session now, you can go and post about it that, okay, we had an amazing session today and I get to interact with my peers and this is what I learned from them. I was able to contribute so. It encourages employers to be like, okay, yes, this person is very active. In that way, without necessarily meaning to, you can show off your teamwork. You can show off your leadership skill. For those of you that presented, you can also post about it. I make a presentation about so today at Skillup Africa, and also ensure to tag us too. So just show off your skills, show off your teamwork, show off your leadership, and all of that. So we are going into the next group presentation. We'll be having group 6 now. Group 6.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
All right. My name is Olakunde Joseph. I'll be representing group 6.
Please go ahead. Your time starts now.
Okay. The topic says that how can technology be used to leverage economy to reduce poverty and to reduce unemployment in Africa? And since we are from Nigeria, and Nigeria is part of Africa, so we'll be using Nigeria as point of contact. And one of us said African countries can leverage technology to address poverty, reduce youth unemployment, and improve their economies through the following strategies. He mentioned digital skills. Investment in digital literacy and skill development programs can empower youth with the knowledge needed for tech-related jobs and entrepreneurship. I hope this helps. A time is coming that the Zoom, the social network we'll be using in Africa, will be the one created in Africa. So if learning and training, which are infrastructure in tech that we aid tech in Africa, if they are improved on, a time is coming that the Zoom that we'll be using, most of the social network that we'll be using will be Zoom created by the Africa. Since tech is in every other career, so there's large room for employees in tech. For example, somebody that study chemistry, so that person will know that, oh, he is fully applied chemistry, so he will work in chemistry. Unlike people in tech, when you come out from tech, you can work in diverse areas. You can work in chemistry, you can work in another industry, you can work in not only in computer industry alone. So because of that, tech has a large rooms of job opportunities compared to other skills. Data analysis is a very big problem in Africa. Using Nigeria as an example, one of our senators said that is Senator Oshomole said when he was asked a question, he said that federal government cannot just disburse money to all Nigerians. Why? Because federal government does not have data. He said that people in the farm does not have access to data. So how can the federal government reach them if they want to distribute money to all Nigerians? So we have data analysis problem in Nigerians. So likewise in Africa, using Nigeria as point of contact. So tech coming in this aspect to solve this problem, not only solve this problem for Nigeria politics and governance, but to solve the problem for the whole of Africa. Another person suggested in my group that using data analysis, the workforce and the population can be determined. Empowerment and profession according to their strength, use system around the natural endowments as technology has seemingly cut out across all spheres of work. Also, she said again that introduce technology to the agricultural sector, we cut across all African countries to encourage local productions of items. And again, another person suggested in my group that as mobile phone and social network platform users increase. Hello, can you hear me?
We can, please go ahead.
As mobile phone and social network platform users increase in the youth age, it is also an opportunity for the tech job for the youth, as there are channels that make youth to be informed of tech. So as users of mobile phone and social network platform increases among our youth, it's also a platform for tech learning to be increased. For example, last year I don't have a phone. And if Skillup Africa has come to me last year, I will not have the privilege to join because I don't have a mobile phone. So, but thank God this year I have a mobile phone. So that was why I could access this opportunity. So if there's an increase in mobile phone and social network, thank God that we have the increase now in Africa. So that will leverage youth in Africa to have access to learning, to have access to information, to have access to how they can groom themselves in learning tech. So youth can get involved in surveying, data analysis, training using mobile phone and social network platform, and this will respectively lower poverty among the youth. Also in agribusiness and economics, John Alamu, a fintech and a GMD of John Bett Industry in Nigeria, said the emergence of his wealth was that it bridged the gap between local farmers and buyers outside the country. And it was tech he used to bridge the gap. So he used Capital Sage website to people outside the country, people in European countries that come on local in Africa. Nigeria has point of contact. In Nigeria, we have raw cocoa beans. In Nigeria, we have sesame seed. In Nigeria, we have soya beans. In Nigeria, we have dongoyaro, something like that. And investor came from outside the country to buy the product of those local farmers. And that was how wealth comes into their hands. So tech has been a very good thing for us in Africa. And just as one of the presenters said, tech has come to Africa to stay. So we just have to use this opportunity and increase in it. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. That was a beautiful presentation. Amazing. Nice, good job. So up next, we are going to be having group 2. Group 2, we are ready for you. Group 2, do we have anybody in group 2?
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
So group 2. Okay, good morning.
Hello.
Your time starts now. Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Olajumoke. I'll be representing group 2 on the topic of how we think African countries can use technology to alleviate poverty. So me and my other peers, we interacted and come to a conclusion that, can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Okay, comes to a conclusion that technology can play a crucial role in alleviating poverty and reducing youth unemployment and boosting the economy in the sense that one.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, in the sense that one, digital skills training. It promotes widespread of access to technology, educating and training programs to equip young people with the skills they need for the digital economy. And we come again to creating employment opportunities in the sense that technology can actually help to alleviate poverty in Africa by creating employment opportunities through the e-commerce and digital marketplace. That's the encourage of growth of online platforms. Like everybody can build a business online. You can start up a little business online. From there, you grow it to the e-commerce and you do digital marketing where you get different customer base, boosting trade opportunities, and so on. We come again to a conclusion about innovations possible. We say technology can make innovations possible in African countries by we say technologies can make innovations possible, and we have the infrastructure development also. We say technology can enhance infrastructure planning, management, and maintenance, that's facilitating economic activities and attracting investment. So we came again to access to educations. We say technology can provide education through online courses. For example, like Skillup.
Hello, are you still with us, Olajumoke? Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes,
We can
ma'am.
hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I think Olajumoke got disconnected. Okay, so if it's a network issue, I think we can just have her after the last group. So let's have group 1, group 5 now. Group 5.
Group 5, yeah.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your time starts now.
Good morning. My name is Latif from Group 5. We'll be discussing. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, please.
Yes, we can hear you, but I think
Okay.
someone else is on mute. Please kindly mute yourself if you are not talking. Please go ahead, Latif.
Okay. So the discussion on ground is how technology can we can use technology to elevate poverty and reduce youth unemployment. Well, I will first start with the education because I think when we are talking about technology, I think the world now is going to technology, and the recent, as in the ongoing development in every country is about technology. So I think if we want technology to better our economy, we need to first start it from the scratch. That is the primary sector. Now, one issue we are having in Africa or Nigeria, because I stay in Nigeria, so I might not know in depth about other countries, but Africa, Nigeria, precisely, our education, especially when it comes to tech, I will employ the if tech can start from our primary sector, that we from our youth days will be familiar with technology, so that
Latif, I can't hear you.
Latif, are you still on this call? Hello, Latif. Okay, so I think he got disconnected.
Okay.
Right. So do we have?
While we wait for them, I think we should just. Do we have any other group pending? If
No,
not,
sir. It's just group 2 and 5.
Okay, great. So I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. I want you to appreciate each other and say thank you, well done to each other. And I will tell you why. Because largely you have done very fantastic job today. Well done, well done. Let's see. Let's see the emojis, let's see, and all. So you might be wondering why, well, is that analytics I want to learn? Why are these people stressing me? Why are they asking me this type of question? Why is this coming up now? You remember that yesterday when we were talking, I shared that you should know that, leave the hustle mode, leave that mode of, oh, I need quick money. That's why I'm learning this. The greatest people that make the best of technology are people who are intending. What better to solve Africa, Nigeria, or any other place in Africa? If you look around you, there are tons of issues, there are tons of problems, there are tons of needs that are calling on people to solve them. And it is only by so doing that you can reach fulfillment and can also make real wealth. So as you are coming in to learn, we want to prepare your mind to know, many of us always think that everything is government. No, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government that should solve it. You remove yourself from what can be a solution. Part of what we are doing is to re-engineer your mind. So as you are beginning to learn a skill now, you're already putting behind your mind a problem you want to solve. It is the quest for solving a problem that led us to Skillup Africa. Skillup Africa used to just be an idea in the mind of someone, right? But today, you are directly benefiting from it because we are moving in line of solving real problems with technology. And we want you to pay it forward. We want you to replicate the same thing. Why are we doing discounted training? Why are we creating this platform? It's so that you can come up with innovations that bring about real change around you that will eventually raise you in the world, bring real impact to people around you, even do God's purpose on heart, and eventually give you wealth. I can go ahead to mention names and names and names. I will just mention a few. So there is a lady that started a company called Mama Money. She just started it. I'm sure many of us have heard of it before, right? She just started it to help women. All these old women and all these women that are not really very educated and thereabout. With that, she has gotten several international recognition. She has helped thousands of people. She's growing, she's fulfilled, and tons. There's another person that went to start a company called Life Bank. And the plan was to provide blood in demand for people who is to provide blood in demand. Just a second, please. Is to provide blood in demand to people who need it in emergency. And what is this technology running? What is this solution running on? Technology. They have an app, they have a platform where you can book blood, and in 30 minutes to 1 hour, they will get blood to you. If you have been in need of blood before, you will understand the process. I have experienced it real time, and I will tell you. Before, when you get to the hospital and you need blood, they'll tell you the type of blood you need, then they'll give you the list of blood banks. Then you start calling them one after the other and asking them, do you have O+? They say no. Then you call the next one. It might ring for long, they won't pick. That is the process of getting blood before. When you now eventually find, you now begin to think of how to transport the blood. Before you are done with all that, lives might be going. But with the technology these guys built, we now have a platform that you just click, and in 30 minutes or less, fresh blood that you need is delivered to you. Through that platform, the founders have gone all over the world, got grants, made money, and they're doing well. So as you are coming to learn a skill, that's why I told you, I always say that Skillup Africa is not just we are not just bringing you out, just learn data analytics, be going, learn product management, be going. No. We want you to be very intentional. So whatever thing you want to learn, at the back of your mind, you have a picture of the problem you want to solve and how you want to solve that problem. And that is why we are bringing, I said yesterday, maybe yesterday or 2 days ago, that if you are ready and you just follow us, we have created everything you need. Just follow, So this quiz, this short quiz you did today is not just a waste. As a matter of fact, I noted several things from what many of us said. So it's not just a waste, and it's just not a waste of time. It's also a way of inciting that in you. Many of you have fantastically, opened up how technology can really create real change. My word to you today will be from today. Before you learn that particular skill, be thinking of, okay, when I now have the skill, how can I use it to solve this problem? And make it your life commission. Make it something you dedicate yourself to solving, because it is by so doing, because it's just little for you to say you want to learn a skill so that you just walk. You know, I was saying yesterday that you won't always have the strength, you won't always have the time, the opportunity to do things. So if you say, I want to learn front-end development, and I mean, you're just learning front-end development, you want to make money. Okay, no problem. You learn front-end development, you get a job, and you just walk. No direction, no vision, nothing. But if you are learning because you want to solve a particular problem, and when you get to that point, you begin to solve that problem, that is the way, that is the quickest way to the top. So, a lot of people, I don't want you to take this for granted. After today's meeting, go back and think about the problems around you, the ones that annoy you the most. One of the problems that annoy me the most is the problem of brilliant people not having opportunity to learn skills. I find it really annoying. You will see people who are very intelligent, they can't afford to get certain skills, and their life go to waste. Every day when I see people like this, I feel a strong anger within me. And that is what has propelled us to get, to push on with Skillup Africa. What is that thing that is pushing you within? What is that thing that you need to learn this skill for so that you can use it to change that thing? And by so doing, you also use it to change your own life too. That is the main reason why we are doing what we are doing today. It's a food for thought that you don't need to answer right now. Think about it. Think about the problems around you. Think about the things that you have discussed in your group and begin to find your own alignment. Begin to find your way in them, right? I mean, to us, this is such a big deal. And I tell you, if you can just be dedicated and follow through, this will be the best training you have ever done in your whole life. I can guarantee you that, if you are ready and willing to follow it through, whether online or offline. Now, so this brings us to the end of today's session. I don't know if Oyin is still here. Maybe I'll just try to round up. Bring us to the end of today's session. More modules are being added to the course you started doing yesterday. We found out that a lot of people have not done too much of that course. Many people are still starting, but there is still a lot more modules. There are more than 20 videos or thereabout that you need to finish. So because of that, we will not have a live session tomorrow. We will just have everybody finish up that training. Now, when you finish up that training, there will be an assignment at the end of it. You will be expected to do that assignment and submit it by the end of tomorrow. Then we will be having a live class on Saturday. The time for the live class is meant to be 10 a.m. It's meant to be just 2 hours live class. Also, what we are meant to do tomorrow, we'll push it to Saturday. It's 10 a.m. to, it should be 10 to 12. Oyin and Raymond will confirm to you, but it should be 2 hours, 10 a.m. to 12. We'll have that live class. That live class, we have some of our mentors that will be joining us. One of them is Korede Asuni, who is the head of business analytics for MTN South Africa. He's one of our mentors. He has a foundation in both product management and data analytics. And he for many people that are looking at going in that direction, is somebody that you would like to talk to. Then we have another guest who is not confirmed, Mr. Oyin Oshudino from Canada, who is also a tech, is one of our mentors, and he's also a tech forerunner there. Employs, he runs an innovation lab in Canada and works with the government and a number of other things. Both of them will be on the call and they will be sharing with you live. They will be sharing with you live lessons that you cannot pay money for. So I want to encourage you to ensure that you don't miss that session on Saturday, right? We'll look forward to, yes. So you have finished the video. So the course is still more. You have not finished the course, that's why. The course is still more. So we have module 1 to 3. You took module 1 to 3 yesterday. Today, you are meant to do module 4 and 5. And we have way more videos inside module 4 and 5. So if you have not gotten to module 5, you are not done, right? So you need to take the course, finish up to module 5. And for those that say, how can you access the course? I want to believe that maybe you are not on the WhatsApp group. If you are, you should know how to access the course. So maybe, please just, I would ask someone just join, drop the link to the WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group. Make sure that, so some things are very important. Make sure you fill the form. If you are joining the WhatsApp group and we don't have a record of you, we don't have any record of you being a part of this, right? You need to fill the form so that we have your data and we can communicate with you well. Then join that WhatsApp group. Then next, after that, then also follow every process or every steps, get registered on the platform, and you can be able to take, so you just joined, don't worry, join the WhatsApp group and you'll be able to, somebody please help me share the link to the WhatsApp group in the comments so that those that are just joining can join it, then you'll get all that information there. Also, we created a Get DP that you can use to share. So let me tell you one thing about sharing. I'm a tech recruiter and I've recruited more than 50 people into different roles locally in Nigeria and more than 20 people abroad, right? One of the things recruiters look for, when you say that you have 3 years of experience, one of the things recruiters look for is they look for evidence. So if you say, oh, I'm a full stack developer and I have 3 years experience, we'll say share your GitHub link because we want to go and see when you push your first code, when you started pushing code. But you can make it easier for recruiters if you yourself are leaving footprints everywhere. How do I mean? When you started your journey, maybe data analytics or whatever, you share openly on your profile, maybe LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. You share there and say, oh, I started learning XYZ today. Is there. As you progress in your journey, you kept sharing. If it is 3 years, I've had people, there was a particular lady who, she didn't even apply. That lady was always sharing, her progress with what she was learning. She was always sharing her progress. At some point, I needed somebody to fill a role. And I remember that there's this lady, I always see her share her progress. I just messaged her, I just chat her up and said, are you available for this role? She said yes. And that's how she got the job. No application, no interview, nothing. Why? Because she was always sharing her progress. And I was watching quietly. I don't like it, I don't comment, but I was watching quietly. And I could take her for that role. So you're not doing yourself any good if you are the saying that we say, how do they say it now? That let your results speak for you or do something in silence. I've forgotten how they say it. That saying does not work again since social media started. The saying used to work before that also in silence, let your results speak. That was valid before social media. Immediately social media came up like this, that became invalid. Don't also in silence. Don't learn in silence. Don't grow in silence. Put it out there, let people be seen. If you start a small business, let people see the first day you did it. So that when you become big, your story is traceable. I'm tempted to say something, but I will not say that. Let all the evidences be there. Do you understand? Don't let it be that you explain tire and there's no evidence. Let all the evidences be out there easily. Do you get the point? So I also encourage us to make this a culture, right? So we made it easier for you. Just use the Get DP, put your picture, share it, and continue. If you can share daily as you learn on this journey, if you can share what you learn daily, people will even think you know more than you do. So when you learn a new concept, you go online and you share, oh, I learned about data structures today, you share that. Then the next day, you share that. Thank you very much, Olagunju, for sharing that. And the next day, you share that. And the next day, you share that. It helps you also develop confidence in yourself and what you know. So please, sharing is key. For security reasons, what security? That you are learning something. There's no security there. There's no, if you're on social media, there's no privacy. You've lost your privacy already. So there is no security reasons anywhere. Share your progress, share your learning. You are only opening yourself to opportunities and your helpers. So you should not go into seclusion to go and learn for 6 months. Then when you are done with that 6 months, you now start looking for a job. No, don't let it shock us. Start from day one. Be sharing with us that I'm learning for 6 months, so this is my growth so far. In fact, I can guarantee sometimes you can get that job before you get to your 6 months because we are seeing. Do you understand? So that is that about that. We also share a form. Some people that didn't indicate to come on site before indicated during this meeting. So we will share a form on the group so that we can capture those ones who are coming on site, because we need to create enough room for those that are coming on site. We have enough room. We have an 80-bed facility, but we need to know specifically those who are coming and be able to properly prepare for them. And those online too, by the time you are done with this course, next week, Monday, we will share a link with you for you to finally decide on which course you want to learn, right? So we share that link so that, after you've done all this introduction, you've thought about it, you can now come and say, okay, this is exactly what I want to learn going forward. So yes, there's no privacy in social media. If you want privacy, don't be on any platform at all. In fact, don't use an Android phone if you want to talk privacy, because once you are doing all of that, there's no privacy. Everything is out there. So there is no security in not sharing your progress or not making people know what you are doing. You are just limiting yourself to the help that you should be receiving. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope that you've learned one or two things today. Please share in the comments if today has been fruitful, has been a fruitful session for you. So just go all the way back into the portal, learn more on the portal today. Go tomorrow also, spend as much time today, tomorrow to learn on the portal so that you finish the course. There'll be an assignment at the end of it. Ensure you do that assignment also. Thank you very much, everyone. Oyin, Raymond, Dami, is there anybody on the call that will just round up for us? If not, I will just wrap up. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something today. Please drop your comments in the comment section as we round up for today. Thank you. See you on Saturday by 10 a.m. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.